So this recording is meant to be a tool for helping relaxation skills and suggestions for change. And during this recording, don't operate machinery or do something that requires safety, because this could get you deeply relaxed. And in this recording, we're going to do a few things. We're going to get you do an eye roll, which gets us around our overthinking brain. We're going to do a deepener, which relaxes our mind really well and our body. And then we're going to do the content, which is what we're working on, which is to change parts of our life that keep us stuck. And that's what we're doing. So here we go. So as you're in the room, just choose a point in this room, perhaps a spot or a mark on the wall, which you can just kind of focus your eyes on. Kind of make it someplace that is higher than your eye level, but not so high that you strain your neck. And I want you to keep looking at the place that you pick with your eyes and don't look away. You can blink whenever you need, but it's not important that you return your gaze anywhere else, just focus on that one point. You can be hypnotized if you wish, but if you're telling yourself, I can't be hypnotized, or I'm not going to let you, then that's the result you'll get. So maybe I find it more effective if let yourself just become curious. Let yourself try something different. You keep looking at that point in that place. Let yourself just become curious on how relaxed, how focused your mind can become as you breathe in and out, as you're focusing on that point. And allow yourself eventually, as we continue to stare at that place, we'll go into hypnosis. So just try your best to concentrate on that spot, pay close attention to my words, what I have to say, whatever you feel is going to happen with your eyes as you listen to me. Just let it happen. Let yourself go into hypnosis and enjoy the experience. As you keep listening to my words, completely staring at that spot still, eyes might start blinking a little bit, or might get watery. That's normal. Notice the build-up of that tension of the eyes. Eyes can start to feel a little bit heavier, even heavier. No big deal. Keep staring at that spot. Begin to blink more and more. And eyes, as you're building that tension in the eyes, can just kind of begin to get fuzzy or blurred, no big deal. Go ahead and one, breathing all the way in. And as you breathe out, let go of all the tension in your body, even more than before. And when you think you've let go, I know there's more tension you probably could let go more of. Continue staring. Eyes will be blinking. That's right. And as you're focusing and still listening to my voice, notice how 2 deep breaths in, cool, comfort air going in. And as you breathe out, notice how your body, you can become curious on making it heavier just naturally. Heavier and relaxed. Same as your eyes can get heavier and relaxed more and more. As they can feel strained, let them become more relaxed. Eyes might get really tiresome by now. Very good. And 3, deep breath in. Hold your breath. Hold. Close the eyes. Feel that release of the air all the way out. As you're breathing out, notice how you're just oriented to that room. Everything's placed how it should be. Comfortably relaxed. And just allow yourself to relax even more. Just more and more. Relaxing the top of that forehead, those little micro tensions. The muscles around the eyes, tiny little muscles around the eyes. And just like when you go to sleep, sending that signal of relaxation as you close the eyes. Send it like a wave of relaxation through your whole body. relaxing the neck and shoulders. You might even move to adjust a little bit to become even more comfortable than even before, as you're settling in completely, utterly relaxed, calm and comforted, as your mind just lets yourself drift, floating, floating, floating. That's right, just floating deeper and deeper, calm. That's right. Now I want you to imagine that you're in a forest of giants such as sequoia trees. They're the tallest, biggest trees in the world. You look up, just in the size, noticing them in your mind, being rather tall. The color of it, that golden brown. Now imagine walking all the way up to this tree, being next to it. Once you're next to it, reaching out and noticing the texture of the bark of this thick tree. Thick bark. Now noticing this tree. Notice how you can become curious. And just kind of like imagine this tree has a imaginary door where just that tree opens up, a door appears. No big deal. Go ahead and step inside the tree. It's safe. No big deal. As you step in, notice how the door closes behind you, and you start to become the tree. Be becoming the roots of the ground, rooted to support the rest of you. Your chest and legs, becoming the trunk. The arms start becoming the branches, balance the tree. Even the branches into the fingertips where they have these little pine needles and pine cones. And even the neck and the head becoming the top parts of the tree. Becoming that tree fully. Inside a tree it has a wisp. A wisp is kind of like the soul of the tree, the spirit of the tree. As the knowledge of the tree, for this tree here has lived for thousands of years. Notice how this wisp is wanting to share with you, just as you're a visitor, that knowledge. As you became the tree is gonna share you the history of the tree. After all the years of being the wisp in this tree, and you went through the storms with winter, holding the weight of the snow, that frozenness, stiffness of the cold. Ice, and that thick bark of the tree just has that coolness on the exterior of it. But you know, when the sun comes up past the mountains, you know, it's shadowy and trees in the shadows, but that sun on a brisk morning starts casting that light across fields of the trees, the giant trees, until the warmth, that light, gets all the way close and hits the tree, that warmth that hits the face of the tree. Even though in the most cold, the warmth as it hits the face. And as the memory of the wisp continues, the share even as winter followed by spring, where it rains a lot, for that tree is noticing how it rains and pours pools of water. And like that tree, it starts getting all that water filled up in the tree. Replenishing and nourishing the body, and also as it mixes in the dirt, the nutrients from the earth. That rootedness of roots getting water and nutrients help re-energize and grow the tree until it's replenished. And as it's spring, it allows pine cones and things to grow, vegetation around. Birds starting to come back as they lay nest and visit, like little friends. And even on some days where it blows gently through the trees, the wind, just noticing the strength as the tree just stands still through the wind. And then into summer, where it gets really hot, yet because these trees are so big, provide good shade. Also provide homes for animals and other things. And fall, where trees shed leaves, where these trees prepare to, as pine cones have been dropped, preparing for winter to hold that snow again. All that knowledge of how the tree survives through these difficult distresses. And these sequoias can live up for 3,000 years. A lot of knowledge. Living through difficulties, crises, and they continue to grow. For example, if a sequoia tree has a branch that breaks and falls, leaves that tree unbalanced. But the interesting part is that sequoia has that knowledge to regrow a branch back out where it's needed. You see, where the tree knows it's unbalanced, it will grow a branch where it needs to be balanced through that crisis and regrow a branch, giving itself once again balance. The same way that as we have supports, people in our lives that are there for us as life throws us plenty of obstacles. It's at those times we might need to work on understanding that as much as it's hard to let people in our lives, it's necessary. It's important. It's important. So if we have the value of people and caring about family, but yet we don't continue to do that, participate with family or friends, we get depressed. The same as if this tree doesn't decide to rebalance and regrow a limb. It falls. It becomes less effective. Sometimes when we're not able to balance ourselves, the supports are what help us reflect and give us different perspective, different encouragement, and sometimes they even kick our butt saying, knock it off, let's get up. Also, this set of trees, these sequoias, have thick bark that allows them to withstand forest fires. These trees that become in crisis as fires sometimes rush through those trees, but yet they survive. And those fires might burn things around it, but the fires are necessary also. Crisis in life is necessary. Those fires are what replenish nutrients from the ash. And those nutrients, when an acorn or that pine cone sheds those little seeds, it's what gives the nutrients for another sequoia tree to grow. And through crises, as much as we don't like them, there's a lot to learn from growing through crisis. Growing through them. They can help you learn how you can be resilient. Just like the seasons of winter and spring and fall and summer. When we have crisis in our lives, we become resilient to hardships, become strong. But one thing's for sure, that is that just like the sequoia trees with the pine cones, where they shed seeds and they drop, and they fall and drop in the ground, those seeds have all the knowledge it needs to grow another sequoia tree. Same as we have all the knowledge of knowing how to get back to our healthy lifestyle. We know if we have depression, we need to get exercise, we need to get around people, we need to find a purpose. Same as that tree knows through those seeds. It needs to land in the right environment. For if that seed drops in an environment where the dirt's so hard and things can't get in a good situation where it can get its nutrients or water, it just becomes a dead peanut for another animal. Same as we become depressed and not putting ourselves in the right environments, leaving the house or being around people, just makes it so we autopilot life, we numb, we detach, which is unhelpful. As you become deeply relaxed and continue in your subconscious thoughts, let your mind just become curious. And isn't it interesting that our mind at times can reject things that we know we need, but we know we need to exercise or stop lying to ourselves about things being impossible or saying I can't, because the reality is that's a lie. We know we're still capable. You are capable. I want you to tell yourself some truth. Because in life we become, very good at saying negative, unhelpful words to ourselves, calling them truth because we have all these emotions built up around them. Just because the emotions are strong with the thoughts does not make them fact. It's just a thought. just a thought. I want to see if you can become good at realizing that finding yourself, you might find yourself thinking positively about yourself as if though you're taking care of yourself, just like a child or a friend, or even something as simple as finding yourself experiencing a sense of relaxation and peace as you begin to settle over yourself. Settling, calming yourself. Notice how it's a form of regaining yourself, re-energizing. As you re-energize, you recharge, getting some of that battery or that power back that's needed to replenish and refresh, rejuvenate. Even as every time you breathe in, breathing in that cool, fresh air going in, breathing out, all that tension out. You're balancing, just like regrowing the branch. One start. Very good. Now that you're still in the tree, the wisp in the tree, the one that allowed you to experience knowledge about yourself, about the tree. The wisp has a gift for you. Just like a spirit or an aura, a way of feeling. Notice a gift that you might need for today, whether that be strength, hope. Hope is the best and easiest way to get out of depression. Or perhaps it could be slowing down or getting out of anxiety. Or with anger, taking a step back. Something that you know you need for yourself. Notice how this wisp gives that gift to you. A gift of hope or whatever it is you chose. Notice what it feels like to have it. Take a moment and just notice. Notice what it feels like in the body. If you were to have it. Now become that thing that you need. That present day wisp gave you, become it. You felt it, now become it. That's right. That's right. Now the tree's gonna go ahead and open that door that once closed. It's opening back up. Door opens. And we're gonna go ahead and take a step back out of the tree, back to our normal selves. And as you do, taking that gift with you, whatever it was that you needed. As you became it, not just felt it, but it's now part of us. Looking back at the tree as you're stepping out, appreciating that gratefulness. Thank the tree for the wisdom, for it's lived thousands of years. Thousands of years each day of hardship, yet still going. Finding its own path, its own way. Same as we can do. It's what you do today, just as that gift was given to you, to change that path for yourself in the future. get past those difficulties. Choosing resilience by learning, growing through crisis. Very good. Very good. And not now, but in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 10 and back all the way to the room. Re-alert things back to normal. Might as well flutter on 10. And that refreshed feeling, but also that gift that spirit gave you, whatever it was that you decided to get. Notice how you keep it, you become it, continue using it. But if you decide that you're not quite ready to come back, which is no big deal, ignore these numbers and let yourself just be in that calm state of mind, and you'll just naturally come back when you're ready. It's no big deal. So here we go, kind of counting alongside with me in your mind and reorienting, re-alerting back with each and every number. Here we go. 1, counting alongside with me in your mind. 2, 3, noticing sensations in fingers and toes, having sensation in them coming back. 4, 5, body adjusting back to normal, more and more alert. 6, 7, that freshness and awareness. 7, 8, up. 9, eyes fluttering back all the way back, and 10 back to the room. Notice that freshness feel, kind of just letting yourself notice what's around, no big deal. Now, if you like the recording, please like, share, subscribe, leave comments below. And you can hit the notification button bell if you like to have updates, because I'll be doing more videos. So thanks for listening, and hope you heal from within.